Not much of a charm look-wise, of course, but the Meizu MX5 bears spectacular specs that won't fail to make you go wow. Frankly, the smartphone is spec-wise prepared to overthrow the Indian smartphones with mid-range price tag. Let's go ahead and check the full review before coming to any conclusions. The all-metal body has complemented the device to a larger extent by delivering it a premium look and feel. As far as the dimension is concerned, the MX5 comes with a 149.9 by 74.7 by 7.6mm build factor. You will see the micro USB port on the bottom edge in between two speakers. Camera module is placed at the top center of the rear panel just above the LED flash. The 3.5mm headphone port is placed at its ideal location, the top edge, just beside the secondary microphone. The left side hosts the SIM card slot, and the fingerprint scanner is something that is new. Meizu MX5 features the 5.5-inch display with 1080 by 1920 pixels QHD display. Now add Super AMOLED screen panel and Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection to that. Perhaps that is something you would crave to own. Moving into specifics, the resolution is as sharp as 401 ppi pixel density, and since there is barely any bezel on the sides of the screen, the display offers quite an experience while watching videos. Color reproduction is amazing as it employs the Super AMOLED display, which we have seen in quite a lot of premium devices before. The display overall is quite impressive with optimum responsiveness, and the brightness level are such that it offers quite an astonishing sunlight readability to the users. The Meizu MX5 derives its power from 64-bit octa-core CPU clocked at 2.2 GHz. The other name of this particular CPU is Helio X10, which is in fact a Cortex A53 MediaTek MT6795 chipset. The highly clocked processor is then coupled with 3 GB of RAM and PowerVR's G6200 MP4 GPU, which take the ability of the device to amazing heights. Perhaps gamers would be more than happy to have this device, since you can play every graphic-intense game titles with hardly any lags on the device. Asphalt 8, Airborne and Dead Trigger 2 were the two that I enjoyed a lot playing in this device. If you believe in numbers, the AnTuTu benchmark tool gave it a massive 45,695 points. Sadly, there is a problem with the CPU, which is overheating. The heating issue is quite annoying. Even while playing games, it heats up to the level that it shuts down on its own. The worst part is that it heats up even when not used and also while charging. Apart from Android OS, things have moved a bit deeper in terms of software here. It's the custom UI which nowadays every smartphone manufacturers are trying to improve on. Meizu is no exception to the idea. They call it the Flame OS 4.5, which is based on Android Lollipop version 5.0.1. Due to this customization of the software, you won't see any of the popular material design that is found in the Lollipop OS. One thing for sure, it can be said that the UI somewhat adopts the iOS looks. However, Android is more deeply rooted in the device. Meizu MX5, as said earlier, will not fail to please you with its specs. Even in the camera section, the handset is a monster. Bearing 20 megapixels rear camera with Sony IMX220 sensor aperture value of 2.2, dual-tone LED flash plus laser autofocus features, the MX5 emerges as the competitor to the latest Sony Xperia Z series of smartphones. Up front, it has 5 megapixel selfie shooter along with brighter 2.0 aperture value for better low-light performance. With the rear camera, you can record video at 2160 pixels, that is 4K at 30 FPS. For low-light imaging, the device uses a dual-tone LED flash, which is efficient enough to reproduce certain colors accurately. The rear camera can also shoot slow-motion videos at 100 FPS with 720 pixel resolution. What is cool about the front camera is that it has an autofocus 5 megapixel camera module with large aperture value of 2.0. Low-light images are average without the use of the flash. Meizu MX5 is a dual SIM handset with LTE support on both SIM, dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1 GPS, GLONASS, Hall effect sensor, gravity sensor, IR proximity sensor, gyroscope, ambient light sensor and compass sensor. As said earlier, the Meizu MX5 is offered in 3 variants, that is 16GB, 32GB and 64GB built-in storage. Sadly, the phone doesn't feature a microSD card slot, which might be one reason why it might struggle in Indian market. Meizu MX5 is fueled with 3150 mAh non-removable Li-ion battery. The company says that the phone comes with the M-Charge technology that allows you to charge MX5s from 0% to 25% in just 10 minutes. As we used it, the device can suck up the battery in a day with moderate usage. Also, since Helio X10 CPU consumes more power, the battery sometimes tends to drain even while not using. To put it in hours, the device will not offer more than 8 hours 30 minutes in one charge with a good amount of usage. Frankly, the device is quite intense. However, there are certain things that don't go along in the device. Anyway, good things first. It's got an excellent build quality, amazing display, mesmerizing camera and captivating specs. Even the power and performance is more than average. However, the device's fate now rests on the company's pricing policy in Indian market. The agonizing part of the smartphone is the battery, which is not a match for the CPU, display and even the camera that it uses. Number-wise, it's a perfect device, but Meizu should have focused more on delivering the better and long-lasting battery on this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like the video. If you do like the video, hit the like button. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow GizBot on Facebook, Twitter and G+ as well. Thanks for watching.